First half, I don't know. I thought there were obviously a lot of good things in this game, but it's we've got a real challenge on Wednesday with the way this went, and so we'll have to be ready. They'll be ready. There were some emotions flying around and all that kind of stuff, and it'll be a very good test.
Tyrese got going a little bit offensively tonight. What did you think of what he did and how he looked compared to some of his recent games?
Well, they played last night, so I thought we took advantage of that early. We pushed it. We got stops. The ball moved. He took advantage of open opportunities, which was great. So and when we're playing like that, fast and random, it's we can be tough to play against.
This one with 35 assists and all those things you just said, did you think it was something they were doing defensively that allowed you guys to cut them up? Was it playing the way you wanted offensively? What stood out about that execution?
Well, the first quarter, we held them under 30. We could have had them in the low 20s. There were some plays at the end. We're getting nitpicky about defense because we know how hard it is, and we've worked very hard. And so when you see us giving up 34 in the fourth and 30 in the third, it's just those are habits, and we want to really reinforce the importance of habits. So I remember the question.
Just what you thought of your team's offensive level, 35 assists, playing the way you wanted.
Yeah, no, we did a lot of good things offensively. We did.
Do you know any more about Miles' finger at this time, or if he'll have any absence going forward?
Don't know anything for sure. There was I believe the X-ray's negative for a fracture, which is good news. He dislocated it. I think they put it back in place, obviously, and don't know his status for Wednesday.
You mentioned not being thrilled with the habits in the second half defensively, but you held them to 47 in the first. What did you like about the habits defensively in the first half? What stood out to you about what you guys did?
I thought we had a lot of slippage in the first half. Yeah, and Miles erased a lot of it, but that's the truth. That's the truth, and I'm not going to make a win feel like a loss or anything like that. But some nights you're up against your standards that you're working to establish. So, we'll keep looking at all that stuff and showing it and making corrections and reinforcing good things. So yeah.
You mentioned Miles just erasing that 5 blocks in I think 14 minutes. Just what impressed you about what he did before he got hurt?
And he's a great shot blocker, but there's a reason that he's getting block opportunities. People are getting by us, for whatever reason. So. In coaching, it's tough. You're always playing against the standards that you're trying to establish as a team. So, you're smiling like you think this is like a joke, but but really, 6 games left. So much going on, slippage of habits can really affect you in the next game. So we've got to be mindful. We've got to be mindful, and we got to correct a lot of those things. And they'll have some guys back. They'll have Johnson back. We allowed we allowed Lonnie Walker to get going tonight. There's another weapon they have. So we'll have our work cut out for us.
I think according to your guys' social media accounts, you passed Red Auerbach on the all-time wins list today. How does that hit you?
Yeah, I don't have a whole lot to say about it other than I'm really grateful to Red for drafting me in the 3rd round almost 40 years ago. And that when you get drafted into the NBA, you get a shot, and I was very fortunate to be at the right place at the right time, and my playing career, led to a coaching opportunity, and the Celtics lineage had a lot to do with it, because Bill Fitch had been the Celtics coach. He was the guy that offered me my first coaching job off my last playing opportunity in New Jersey, so, but without Red, I don't, none of this probably happens. I'm not sure, really hard to say how it all would have gone. But that's an amazing man, an amazing person in the history of the game. And, when I was an assistant trying to become a first-time head coach, I took a sabbatical year, 2001, did some broadcasting work with the Sonics. And when we were in D.C., I, had a chance to go to Red's office and talk to him privately, about things to really focus on, as I was trying to make that jump. And he had some very important observations about the game and where it was, and things that he thought would be important. And he was dead on. I don't want to get into detail about it, but he was a man of great wisdom, one of the great competitors in the history of the sport, obviously. And I think he still has more championship rings, NBA championship rings, than anyone in history, if you count all his as a coach, a GM, a president. So this is a great opportunity to remind people, the standards that he set. And no one should ever forget Red Auerbach.
I felt good. There's been a lot of talk in our locker room about my athletic ability as of late. So, Buddy left, and everybody just felt the need to continue on with that. So, it felt good today.
A specific leader of those discussions against you?
It's mainly Jarris and Obi hating, but like I said, I'm gonna call Buddy as soon as we get out of here. I might call him at the end of this just so y'all can tell him what I did today.
You guys were up by as much as 29 in the first half, and your offensive level was pretty high in that half. What do you think was clicking for you guys on that end, and is it something you think you can get to again down the stretch of the season?
Yeah, I just felt like we were playing just some good ball. The ball was moving. It was hot. We understand that this is a team who has multiple elite defenders one-on-one, and we just thought the best way to kind of attack them is random movement, get the ball moving, and not let the ball stick, which it did kind of in that third quarter, which kind of led to an ugly start to our third quarter. But when the ball's moving like that, we're really hard to defend against anybody.
You got him to 47 in the first half. What did you guys like defensively? I think Rick still felt like he saw some slippage. What did you like and not like about what you guys did on the defensive end tonight?
Yeah, I just thought we did a good job of finishing possessions. Like, Miles did a great job of protecting the rim and kind of anchoring us defensively. We gave up a lot of rejects in the pick and roll and stuff, and I thought Miles was doing a good job of kind of cleaning that up and finishing possessions with rebounds and getting quick outlets and allowing us to run. I think, when he talks about slippage, I think it's just stuff like that. And, 30, Coach probably doesn't like to see 30 and 34 quarters in the second half. So we just got to be better there. But, we play them again in a couple of days, so we've got to be prepared for that.
You mentioned Miles. Just what's that moment like before the second quarter? I don't know what you saw or didn't see in terms of his injury, and just what was it like to see him go through that, see him come back, shoot the free throw, just basically all that was like to watch for a teammate.
Yeah, I didn't look. I saw everybody's reaction, so I figured out what had happened. But yeah, hopefully he's good. He should be fine. But yeah, I don't look at nasty stuff like that. So everybody's told me it was nasty, so I'll take their word for it.
Rick passed Red Auerbach tonight for most wins. How cool is that to see? And when we're talking about a name like that, obviously somebody that he played for when Red was an executive, and you're obviously a historian of the game, and just how cool is that to see that for your coach and stuff he's done for you, basically.
Yeah, it's really cool. Cool to be a part of something special, and I think that the contributions that coach has made to the game will always be remembered. And I think that when he's done there's going to be a lot more wins than what he's at right now. And I'm just glad that I could be a part of it and be with a brilliant basketball mind like that on a daily basis and get to pick his brain, ask questions, do all those things. That's something I don't take for granted being here in the NBA and being on the Pacers. So, I mean, I'm really thankful for him and happy for him, but, hopefully I'm part of many more moving forward.
Tyrese, you're, I think, 19 assists away from breaking the record for most assists in a regular season. What does that mean to you? And, you broke Don Busey's record tonight for the second most assists in the season. So what does that mean to you to kind of just grow up that ladder for the Pacers?
Yeah, no, it's pretty cool. I want to leave a lasting impact on this game and this organization specifically. Like I said, I hope when I retire, I have the record for 1 to 15 or something like that. That would be pretty cool. But just trying to leave my mark, and all that stuff doesn't happen without Coach trusting me with the ball in my hands and my teammates making shots. So that's a big part of it. Yeah.
Ty, Isaiah Wong officially made his NBA debut tonight, scored his first points. What was it like to see that, and what's he been like as a teammate this year?
Yeah, cool to see. I'm happy for him. It's a special moment. I think everybody remembers their first point, so really cool to see. He's just been great at just being a sponge, asking me questions. The guys, that are playing in front of him asking questions, and he's doing a good job of just paying his dues and, attacking every game the right way in the G League as well. So I'm really happy for him. Hopefully there's many more to come for him. We got a playoff game tomorrow, so, hope you I know him and the guys will take care of business there, but really happy for him. Are you done? I am. Let me call Buddy real quick. Buddy? Yeah, because you on the hate train with him.
With the hair?
No. He ain't going to answer. Chill. If he answers, I'll come back in.
Nah, you got to.
Well, I thought, how many days did you have today?
Relax.
Okay.
About the same.
I jumped on it on mine. For sure. Not close.
You're 6'2".
6'5", respect me.
He answered?
No, fail. Tell them, did you see my dunk?
Hey, hold on. He did not dunk that one that he was supposed to, though.
You saw me dunk that? There you go. Yeah.
You did get up on the one you made, obviously. Good.
Yeah. That was for you.
Obi, who started this anti-Tyrese athleticism campaign?
I think Buddy did, honestly speaking. They always, try to figure out who was the best dunker out of those two. I think Ty is now for sure. Yeah.
What do you think of your team's offensive level in this game, particularly in the first half, as you
Wait,
guys?
say that again?
What do you think of your team's offensive level in this game, especially in that first half, as you guys expanded your lead to 29?
I felt like we did really good. Everybody sharing the ball, playing our type of our brand of basketball. When you move the ball how we did today, it's fun playing that way. So we're gonna continue doing that.
April, and you've been in the playoffs before. This team, rounding in to the end of the season. Do you feel like you guys are playing the way you need to going into this postseason? Should you?
I feel like today was a big step in the right direction as a team. It's still a lot of things we can clean up, but I feel like we're definitely heading in the right track. I feel like the coaches is doing a great job helping us lock into everything that we need to do defensively and offensively. But we know that defensively we got to pick things up because those are going to win us a lot more games. So.
Rick obviously talked about that a lot, defensive, what he liked and didn't like. I mean, what did you like and not like about how you guys operated defensively? You held him to 47 in the first half. He still felt like you could have held him to lower. I mean, what did you feel like you guys did well, and where did you kind of feel like, man, we should have been better there?
Yeah, we just can't get satisfied. We had a big lead, but we just got to work on, like I said, our brand of basketball. It's not about them when we have that type of lead. We want to get better as a team, work on good habits, because everybody's going to have a chance to play in these playoffs coming up, and we just want to play the right way. We want to have good habits going into the playoffs, and I feel like we're gonna work on that these next couple games. So
I think with this win, Rick passed Red Auerbach on that
Facts.
all-time wins
Congrats
list. I mean,
to Coach.
how cool is that to see? Just what's
Yeah.
it like to just be a part of something like that when you're passing that kind of name?
Yeah, it's amazing. Obviously, congrats to Coach. Like it's well deserved. He's an amazing coach. Obviously, players coach. I'm blessed to be able to play under him and be a part of obviously history for him. So it's a lot more wins that's gonna come under his belt. But glad I'm here today with him for sure.
Yeah, we had a couple days off there, and we knew they played last night, so we just wanted to run them. We wanted to be super physical defensively and try to hold them to one possession and run, and that's what we did. Starters did a great job of getting us off to a hot start there, and then bench kind of just came in and did their job from there.
Defensively, your perspective's a little different because you came in a little bit later in the year, but this team has seemingly made some strides. What stands out to you about the way that you guys are defending in general here right now?
Yeah, we're just really locking in. I think we're doing a great job of, game plan, just knowing guys' tendencies, and obviously the coaching staff's preparing us really well. So we just got to continue to trust them, it all comes down to effort really on defense, and I think that's what we're doing, knowing what we have in front of us.
Not easy to be traded midseason, even more difficult to then suffer an injury right out of the gates. But how do you feel like you're fitting in here in stint number 2 in Indiana?
Yeah, no, it's been great. I'm enjoying every day. Got a lot of good guys in this locker room. It's been amazing, and I'm just doing what I can, whatever they need from me. I'm going to do it, and it's good to see a few shots go in tonight, and just try and build off that, and just continue to being a great teammate every day.
Rick's message post-game seemed to be some good things today, but we can't be satisfied. Is that kind of the mindset at this point in the year, that you have to move on quickly even on the good nights?
Yeah, for sure. We play them in 2 days, as you know, and they're going to be ready. It's not easy playing guys two games in a row, and they're going to be at home waiting for us, and we got to be ready to come in with that same mindset as we did tonight.
It was just good start. I feel like we haven't had really good starts lately, or we always talk about having good starts. So that was probably our best start since I've been here. So just jumping in early and just doing what we're supposed to do, and that was good.
You talked about coming here and wanting to immediately improve the defense, and it seems like slowly but surely you're making real strides there. What stood out to you about the progress that you've seen?
I just think that we're doing a better job just communicating, and I think obviously the coaching side is doing amazing on just giving assignments and making sure that we follow that, and the guys are doing just a good job of just talking and communicating, helping each other, even when there's breakdowns, just continue to help each other, and just at the end of the day, that's what defense is about, staying together and helping each other.
What does it do for you? What does it do for this team when you've got Tyrese playing like this?
Obviously, yeah, we know what he can do, and to see him, get going the way he did in the beginning of the game, that's who he is. So I love that, and I think that, I told him just to stay focused on everything, and April, May, and June, man, that's when it matters. So, and I just love the fact that he attacked the game that way, and every night, he's got to do that.
Rick seemed to take post-game a we can't be satisfied mindset. This was a good game, but we can't be satisfied. Is that kind of got to be the mantra here late in the season, hopefully as you get into the playoffs?
There's nothing to be satisfied about, at the end of the day, these games, whatever, 7, 6, how many games we have left, they're important. We know what the standings are. We know, yo, chill. We know what the standards are, and at the end of the day, every game matters, so we can't. There's no way to take a different approach to games. We got to come in ready, because every possession matters. At this point, for the goals that we have as a team. I like our pace. I like how the ball was moving, and obviously if we're making shots, obviously the offense is always going to look great. So it's one thing, but I think the thing that we did well is just moving the ball, continue to attack the mismatches without kind of stopping our offense, just doing it in the flow of everything. And that's when we're dangerous. And I think that games are going to be different, and there's going to be times where it's going to slow down, there's going to be times it's going to be fast. And I think if we are our best at every, when it's fast and when it's slow down, I think that's when we get dangerous.
What did you like and not like on defense? You got help, obviously helping the 47. I think that Rick felt like there was some things that you guys missed. What did you like?
I think a little bit of just simple things that we talked about, and they did it kind of a good job just going against some of the stuff that we wanted to do, and those things can happen, and just because we have goals and we know what our goals are, and we gotta continue to get better. But at the end of the day, like every one of these games, like we need wins, so we take every one of them. But we also know that we gotta continue to get better, continue to improve, because we got goals, in front of us.